What's going on, everyone? I have a new phone, so I'm not exactly sure how to work this yet with the live streaming. It didn't let me add a thumbnail for some reason, so I just basically had a thumbnail of the ceiling, I guess. What's going on, podcast? Tay, welcome. Nick, Magical News Live, welcome. Elliot, what's going on, man? Yep, I finally got a new phone, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to figure it out. I was going to do Streamlabs and see if I could get it to work on this new phone, but I couldn't figure out with the description and everything through Streamlabs app on my phone. So I got to figure all that out. I figured I'd just get on here the regular way. Little Monster, welcome. Kai, welcome. Glad everyone is here. BR fam, what is going on? Oh, no, you didn't lose me. Just had a lot of stuff going on and figured I'd take a little break. It was actually kind of nice having a break from YouTube for a while. Diana, welcome. Old Mucker. Yeah, I've been hiding a little bit. Retired and prepping, welcome. Drake, welcome. So glad everyone is here. Asian, what's going on, brother? Storm, appreciate you being here. Glad everyone's here. Arjons, good to see you. Synecus, what's going on, man? Dee, what is up? Glad everyone showed up. Spy Fox, welcome, man. Have a hamster? Yeah. Haven't shaved my beard yet. What's going on, Chrissy? Welcome. Glad you're here. All right. So, we'll kind of see how this goes. I'm gonna kind of give some updates and everything else, what's been going on. I figured, after everything that was going on before, when I decided to take a break, it was the perfect, most opportune time to kind of detox from YouTube. So, yep, yep, definitely, Drake. We have a good community. A lot of people already know each other, and that's awesome to see. Glad to see a lot of my main supporters back. I'd say the past week, every once in a while I'd go into a chat here and there. I didn't really, go into the streams like when they pop up for notifications, stuff like that. But, every once in a while I might pop into someone's stream if I had some time. Now, what I'm going to be doing, though, from here on out to kind of prevent some of the need for detox or taking a break or whatever. I'm not going to stream every day like I was. It gets very addicting for those who live stream. You know what I'm talking about. Welcome, Kim. Glad you're here. Y'all know what it's like to be addicted to YouTube streaming, stuff like that. So, took a long, well-needed break off of YouTube and stuff. It's kind of nice. Turbofish, what's going on, man? I got quite a few updates for you, man. Beaker, welcome. Glad you're here. What I've been doing kind of in my time off was handling some stuff going on in real life. Tina, glad to see you. Teddy Bear, welcome. Just the normal life adulting, I guess you would call it. Decided that it was kind of needed to separate from YouTube in order to get a lot of stuff done. Now, most of you guys know that I had the one fish tank. Yeah, it is, Drake. It definitely is. What's going on, Herman? Welcome. Yeah, good to see you too, man. I had the one fish tank and I had the cichlids. I took the cichlids. We have a specialty fish shop a little ways away. To drive, I guess it's between 45 minutes and an hour, but it's only like 30 miles away, 35 miles away. Back roads and stuff before you get on the interstate kind of make it a long trip. But I took the cichlids to the specialty store because they will take fish in. Whether you're just switching things up or whether they're unwanted fish, things like that. And so I took those in because I didn't realize that, with the 10-gallon tank, what I was going to end up being able to do was get multiple tanks, but I wasn't ever going to be able to really do like a, 55, 100, 200 plus tank or whatever like I really wanted to do. So I took the cichlids to them. What's going on, Amy? Thank you and welcome. I took the cichlids to them and got like a credit. Now, the cichlids there are more expensive because they're, certain strains and they're very well bred. When you go to the specialty shop and you get cichlids from there, you are getting what that tag says. If you're getting jewel cichlids, you are getting a full-blown, full genetic jewel cichlid. Whereas if you go to like the pet stores and stuff like that, they'll say jewel cichlid or look like a jewel cichlid, but who's to say that it's really pure breed? The specialty shop, you know what you're getting. So their cichlids are actually worth more. So when I got a credit, what they do is they will give you a credit for a quarter of what they sell them for. So, the cichlids, I had got the cichlids for, I don't know, $4 or $5, I guess. I forget where I had got the first two jewels from. I think it was one of the other fish shops. But they were like $4 or $5. So when I took them to the specialty shop and they sell them for $10, I actually got a good bit of my money back. What's going on, Rock Truck Rob? Welcome. Yeah, Turbo. These people at this specialty shop actually encourage people trading in fish because those that aren't really in the hobby and they're just kind of doing it for fun and they just want a tank to look at, they get tired of fish and they don't take the fish anywhere. They just, flush them or whatever. I don't know. They don't really care about the fish, They just want something to look at. So I think these people look at it as, they can bring the fish in. People bring the fish into them. They give them, 25 cents on the dollar. So if they have a $10 fish, you get what, $2.50 or whatever it is. And then they turn around and sell them for $10. Now what they do is they'll spend a couple days to a week, basically put them in the hospital tanks, quarantine, make sure that everything's good with them, treat them if they need to be treated, stuff like that, and then turn around and sell them at a discounted price if they're not pure breeds, or if it doesn't matter, like guppies don't really matter too much unless you're buying a specific brand. They actually will make money off of it when they sell them and stuff, so I think that's why they kind of encourage it. Big J, what's going on? Yeah, the credit isn't too bad. 25% is not that much. It's not that bad, Yeah, a lot of people do that, and especially with like the feeder endlers, I guess you could say. They're endlers, but they're basically feeder guppies, so they use them as feeder fish. What's going on, Green Bay? Welcome. Glad you stopped by. MK3, welcome. Yeah, it's good to see everyone here. We got pretty much our normal crew back. That's awesome. That's awesome. She is doing amazing. And actually, you reminded me of something, MK3. Funny story. Her last name is Sanders. We had got married, but she kept her name. And before Miracle was born, like literally about 2 weeks before Miracle was born, my birthday was coming up. She was going to go have her name changed over to my last name, kind of like a birthday present, stuff like that. Well, she didn't get to do that because Miracle was born 4 months early. So, her last name is actually still Sanders. But nowadays, a lot of people do that. They'll keep the same names and stuff. Like my kids, we're having a boy who is due on May 27th. And I have 3 younger sisters. I don't have any brothers. So it's a good thing that we are having a boy because that's the only way that my last name and my family would get carried on. So, kind of it's a little bit of information for you guys, kind of cool story. But yeah, what I was saying about the fish is that I had got some endlers because basically I like the way that making coffee at what time is it? 5:45 in the afternoon. But yeah, basically I had went in. What's going on, Jeanette? Welcome. the endlers most of the endlers at these shops are used for feeder fish, right? Because they're not really, a lot of them aren't, any certain strain or anything. Well, when I got the feeders, I actually enjoyed the look of them because they didn't have the big tails, but they had orange. They had a bunch of different colors, but orange was kind of the main color mixed in. And then it had like a little strip going off the top of their tail that, was orange. And I thought that was cool. And these people are just using them for feeders. So I decided, okay, I was going to breed those. What's going on, AKR Life? Appreciate that. Retired and prepping. I don't know if I welcomed it earlier or not. I'll say it again just to make sure. But, oh, yeah, definitely turbofish. Definitely. I actually have a bunch of fry, and I ended up having to separate them. What's going on, Red Dread? Welcome. I had to separate them because me trying to feed the endlers that I had to where they didn't want to eat the fry was killing my tank, killing all of the, what do they call all that stuff, the ammonia, the nitrate, everything else. It was just putting my tank out of whack, trying to feed them to where they wouldn't eat the fry. So I just said, forget it. Instead of having to keep doing gravel vacuums, water changes, everything else, I'll just separate the fry so I don't have to worry about, the big ones getting to them. What's going on? Gotta love carpet pythons. Welcome. Glad you're here. So I did that, and I went and got just a little $2 breeder net thing at Walmart and put it in there for the fry. The first time I noticed fry in there, there was 9, and there probably was more. And yeah. I was in Asian stream the other day. He was thinking of fish fry. That's what they call the little, baby fish or newborn fish. But yeah, there was 9 that I was able to get out and count and everything. I'm sure there's probably more, but I have 8 or 9 females in there, so I'm sure they got to some of them. And then when I noticed the next pregnant female a day later starting to give birth, I actually was able to catch her give birth to about 10 of them. It was over about an hour and a half span. But she'd give birth to like 2 or 3 and then go out and just swim around, eat, and then go back and, give birth to more. She actually had over 30 fry. And the next day is when I went and got the net, so I was able to keep all 31 or whatever from getting eaten and stuff. Now, they are very quick, so it's not like the fish is going to go around and eat all the babies and stuff like that. But it's part of the circle of life, I guess you could call it. Yeah, let's see. I don't have a gravel vacuum. I was using a homemade siphon with a bottle on it, and I just basically be siphoning it out. And I had stockings. I pulled the stocking tight over the lid, screwed the lid on so that the debris and stuff couldn't go with the water, so I could actually put the water back in. So I wasn't doing a huge water change, but I was only basically doing that with the gravel once every few days, maybe once a week, which I probably should have done even more. What's going on, Life? Did I welcome you a minute ago? I saw you come in, but welcome. Glad you're here. So yeah, that's part of the reason everything was thrown off. Laura, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I actually am going to get rid of it. It's very aggravating. It causes me a lot of problems with my skin on my face and stuff like that. So it's today the first stream back. Oh no, today is the first one back. Today is the day 3 weeks ago that I went on a break. So today is like the perfect time. Exactly 3 weeks today since I last streamed. So yep, I got a new phone this morning or earlier. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I was going to use Streamlabs, but I couldn't get the description in there. I still don't have a description up. I couldn't get the thumbnail to work, so I have to figure all that out. I'm not a beard guy. Yeah, honestly, the reason I started growing a beard a while back is because I was more lazy. What's going on, Spear? Welcome. I don't know if I welcomed you a second ago, but welcome, man. I rarely touch the gravel. Very rarely do I touch that. It holds a ton of good stuff. Maybe 3 times a year do I pull from there. It brings up a ton of junk. Yeah, well, and the problem is that when I first started Turbo, I was, very, very new to the whole hobby. So I had a very heavy hand with feeding. And so there was a lot of crap down there. Now, what I do have now, because one tank is completely empty just the water in there, so I can get everything back straight because it was just completely. It was so out of whack. I had to take the gravel out completely. It's bare bottom now. There's no fish in it, but I just need to get the water. It was cycled. I need to get it back to where everything is back up to par. The nitrates were too high, and the ammonia was too high. So I just kind of redid it. I used the same water, but just took all the junk out. So I'm going to keep that bare bottom probably, and just put the fry in there. And the other one I have, it's actually only a 4-day-old tank. And it's almost done with the cycle because I've been using some stuff to get the cycling going. And I had it tested today. The only thing that it was low on was pH. So I got some pH stuff and put that in there. So 48 hours from now, the pH should be back up. I think the pH was 6.2. And for the guppies, it needs to be 7.2 to 7.6 if I'm not mistaken. 13 here, if that's okay. I thought I would have. Yeah, for sure, Big J. For sure. Definitely, man. Super chats. I did see all that, and I've still been up to date on the changes with YouTube. I've seen a lot of that come through and everything, but some stuff I did miss. Like I didn't know until 2 days ago when I was on Asian stream, and I stopped in for a little bit, that now the chat for the live streams can be saved so that people watching it back can see the chat, something like that. And I was told you can turn it on and off, but I need to figure that out. So, thanks, Benny Loco, and welcome. Bare bottom is the way to go for me, having monster fish seems. Yes, and I really wanted to keep it bare bottom, but I've gotten so many controversial answers with that. A lot of people say you need the gravel to hold in a lot of the bacteria and to keep all of your levels right in your tank. And then other people say that you can do bare bottom and there's no big deal. What I've kind of decided now, I think it really depends on your fish. Since I have guppies, and guppies are very small, what I do have now is I have one albino cory cat, one peppered cory cat, and I have 2 green cory cats. So I have 4 cory cats at the bottom. I just got the 2 greens today, but I had the albino for a while, but him by himself wasn't doing much, and they are said that they need to be a school of 6. But those things, as common as they are, not very many people have the cory cats. As soon as they get them in, they're gone for some reason. So I kind of need 2 more, but need you some plants in your life. Easy stuff like Java Moss or Water Sprite or Val. You should see mine, buddy. It's like an insurance policy. Yeah, I need to put some plants in there just simply in case I don't get the fry out as soon as they're born. I kind of need to don't chase pH. Well, I would see. I'm still kind of new to the levels, and with it being at 6.0, I was told that was like way low for the guppies. So, I trust you guys on here that are in the hobby that have been in it for a lot longer. Instead of the people at the store. So yeah, let me know if I messed up and did something wrong. Please correct me. But yeah, they're all pretty happy and everything. And I've switched to feedings once a day. The fry, everything pretty much stays in the net. So I'll feed the fry twice a day because there's 40 of them. Yeah, Super Chat's gone. That's why I was going to use Streamlabs to show people how Streamlabs works, because also Streamlabs will allow you to have everything pop up on your screen while you're streaming. So if someone subscribes, it shows everyone that they subscribe. If someone donates, it actually gives you it actually puts it on the screen that they donated and stuff, not just in the chat, so that when people go back to watch your stream, they'll see the people that donated, and it gives them more recognition. Just pet cars. Yeah. My pet cars are not acting right. Tammy, what's going on? Welcome. I just can't have anything in my tank with monster fish because they'll just stir it up. He'll tear up my filter. Yeah, very true. Keep the gravel. It does help with bio in your tank. I paid for substrate that was already living. Oh, cool. I was thinking about the one that is bare bottom that I was to use for the fry. The fry are pretty, hardy fish. When they first born and stuff, it's not too bad. Everyone loses a few fry or whatever here and there, but I was gonna, test some of the planting and stuff like that, because I was told, now correct me if I'm wrong, we have quite a few aquatic people in here, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told that if you have certain plants in your tank, they will help level out all of your, chemical levels or whatever it is in your tank for you to where you don't have to worry about it too much. It's way low, yes, but the store's water is different or the same. If the store's has the same water, there's not a problem. Well, see, my water, I'm on well water, so it's a lot different from the stores because they're on city water and they treat all of their water and their tanks and everything else. The fish specialty shop that I go to, their pHs are all from 7.2 to 7.8, if not 8.0. I think their guppies, they actually keep it 8.0, from what they've said. So, not sure about that. Yeah, I think they didn't necessarily take it away. It's just you have to be monetized to have Super Chat. Tim from Breaking the Shell, welcome. Glad you're here. I just watched change. Yeah, see, and since I'm still kind of new, I'm like a month and a half in, I'm a little hesitant on letting things just kind of go because I kind of want my fish to be the healthiest they can. I don't want them to have problems, so I'm kind of a little skeptical on, getting everything checked. But, yes, well, it's only gone for people that aren't monetized. So as soon as you get monetized, as soon as you get that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, you can get Super Chat back again. If the fish don't eat it. Plants eat nitrates. Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, definitely vape. Definitely vape. I need to definitely hit you up with that too. Oh, sorry to hear that, Life. You should temperature acclimate first, then do the drip acclimation process. Takes about an hour. I do the temperature, and when I had the cichlids, I did the drip acclimation for the water. I would basically dump out, I'd say about half the water that was in there, so it was a little low, and then I drip acclimate it for, I was only doing about 30 minutes to where it would get back up to about the level they were. Once I did that, then I emptied all the water out through the net and put the fish into the tank. So basically none of the store water ever hit my tank. Let me know if that was, if that's how you're supposed to do it. Not sure. I'm kind of going off of just watching hundreds of videos. Alyssa, welcome. So glad you're here. That low pH water is really good for certain fish. I would look into that. Yeah. I know they said guppies like it closer to 8.0, and also they like the harder water. And I was told if your pH is low, then it's going to be softer water. Like I say, all this is hearsay from different videos. So, it seems like a lot of people have different, opinions and stuff, but I would like to have, Big J, Gotta Love Carpet Pythons, Turbofish, y'all that are in here that actually have experience with this stuff, not just me watching a video or going to the fish store where they have hundreds of tanks. Obviously they're not going to pay attention to every single tank. You really think that they go every day or every other day and test every single one of their 100 tanks that they have to see if their levels are right? That's what was crazy to me. What's going on, Paul? Yes, it's been a while. Definitely been a while. Glad you're here, Paul. So many different ways to do fish. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. And I'm trying to find the best way, Thanks. Yeah, Elise is doing great. She is at, 28 weeks? About to hit 29 on Sunday. 29 weeks pregnant on Sunday. So, Miracle was born at 23 weeks. So, and of course I'm streaming, so I'm getting kind of hot. Yeah, she's doing pretty great. Everything seems to be going well with that. And the kids are great. Miracle's just as wild as before. So, yeah, everything's been going good. What? I try to remove some water as I go to. It's a tray. Oh, hold on a minute. Game and opinions are going to vary. It's all good as long as it's helpful. Yeah, exactly. But I've found so many different people do things different ways. A lot of people that I have talked to or that I have watched videos of, they have said they really liked the substrate bottoms, and they kind of took a little bit of getting used to with the bare bottoms. But they said once they did bare bottom tanks, then they kind of grew on them, and now that's all they have. Me, I don't really care for the substrate look as much. I kind of like bare bottom. but I was also told that the Cory cats I have kind of need a little bit of substrate. So maybe I need to switch it over to sand. Not sure. Come to Wisconsin. We have cold. Glad mom's okay with baby. Should have asked. Oh yeah, no worries, Green Bay. No worries. I talked to you not too long ago on the phone. So, and I actually went to Green Bay stream the other morning. Yeah, that was awesome. It was more of a kind of a chill session where everyone kind of got together and talked, and you had people up on the panel. That was great. I love seeing that. Like I was saying, just let the tank do what it wants to do. Eventually, your fish tank will level itself out, and it'll just happen naturally. Then new tank syndrome will just go away. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, new tank syndrome, wanting everything to kind of be perfect and leveled out. And it's also the stores, when I go in there to have it tested and stuff, they're all like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got it. And I know it's probably a sales pitch, but me being new to it, I don't want to kill off all the fish, I hear that's very common when people first start, is that they'll put fish in there too early and kill them off, or they try to change something, kill them off. So that's what I'm trying to prevent. Illage, what's going on, man? Glad you're here. Good to see you, man. Yes, exactly, Benny Loco. Exactly. They need gravel for sure. Offer bloodworms. They have special little wafers. Yeah, I've seen the wafers, and I wasn't sure about the bloodworms. They actually have the like freeze dried bloodworms, and it's the same type of jar as the flakes. They're actually pretty cheap. So I just wasn't sure about that since I have guppies, and I knew the Cory cats would like those, but I wasn't sure. I've asked quite a few people. I'm not sure if there's certain foods. I know that they call foods like guppy food or cichlid food, and really it's just a selling tactic. There's not too much difference between like flake food and stuff. But as far as like bloodworms, I wasn't sure if there's certain fish you can and can't feed them to. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. It's broke, okay? It's broke. It's broke. You can play with it. It's broke. That's why it was in the trash. It's broke. Yeah, definitely, Alyssa, definitely. I still was getting notifications and stuff, but I just didn't go into any streams or anything like that. Was trying to kind of concentrate on other stuff, and it's very easy to go into one stream, then go into another stream, and so kind of stepped away completely, and then I slowly started going to streams again and stuff here and there. And I won't be going back to the 17, 18 hours a day type thing where I'm in every single stream, this and that. That was just killer, It was fun while it lasted, and it was addictive, but not necessarily healthy. So, I'll try to stream, every other day or every few days, whatever it is, and then I'll go into streams here and there. So if I miss a few streams or whatever, just trying to live the reality life, not the YouTube life so much. I don't usually go to pet stores much anymore because sometimes, to be honest, people at the pet stores are quite stupid, and I told a few people that they were wrong and they didn't like it. Yeah, a lot of the pet stores, like the regular pet stores, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt. Now, the fish specialty store, they're more about making money and selling stuff, so I know it's part of a pitch, but they are actually concerned for the well-being of fish and stuff like that. So, I would listen to them a little bit more. Gonna rock and roll for a bit. Yeah, no problem, Green Bay. Appreciate you stopping by. Megan, what's going on? Tiny and Goldilocks, welcome. Glad to see you guys. Disney Reunion, glad to see you guys as well. All right, for sure, Benny Loco. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and that's the thing. I wasn't sure, Turbofish, about certain foods, but from what I've seen, the flakes are all pretty much the same. The pellets are pretty much all the same as well. Just a matter of like the pellets afloat, flakes will sink. My guppies don't really go to the top to eat. For some reason, they wait for it all fall and then they'll eat off the bottom. Not sure about that. I've had different people say you can try different things to get them to eat off the top or whatever, but there's just no telling. Yeah, definitely, Laura. Kids acting crazy. Lazy Lacey, did I welcome you in here earlier? I apologize if I didn't, but definitely welcome. Yeah, Laura, if you have questions and stuff, feel free to comment on that video too. With everything that's going on as far as changes and stuff, with super chat and monetization and all that, I probably am going to be doing some other videos. So maybe when I'm not streaming, I'll record a video or whatever. Appreciate that, Green Bay. Oh, no problem, Big J. No problem at all. There was a few people I did stop into their streams here and there. Big J, Asian, Green Bay's. I caught his stream the other morning. Glad I did. Illage went into his stream a couple times. It was really just a matter of what time people streamed. If I might, pop in or whatever. Now, yes, Turbofish, Bug Bites. Those things love it. Now, mine is. Let me get it. It's Bug Bites brand, I think. But it was actually a sample when I had got the cycle stuff, the stuff to help along with the cycling the tank. It's bug larvae and salmon fish food or something like that. But it was just a sample, that came with it. Now they love that stuff. The problem is that it's a little big for the guppies to eat. But I mean, they'll sit there for hours just picking at it when it falls, and they'll just pick at it. And then, the Cory cats will go over there and eat it. But yeah, they love that. Cobalt Flakes, New Life Spectrum Pellets, Norfin, Cichlid, and algae foods, bottom feeder, and shrimp-specific foods, plus fry foods are what we keep. Then the frozen/live stuff. Yeah, definitely. And I went into one of the stores, and one of the pet stores, they had never even heard of the Bug Bite stuff. Yeah, definitely, Alyssa, definitely. Yeah, no worries, Tammy. It's actually very refreshing to kind of step away for a bit. Very refreshing. And then also, this might be bad to say, but stepping away will kind of weed out some of the fake people, I guess, or the fake supporters that are only there for the personal gain and stuff. People that just pop in here and there to see if they can get something out of you. That's the kind of people that it'll actually kind of weed out for you. Some people are more worried about, views and stuff, but I'm not really worried about the views. I just like to get on here and kind of chat with family and friends and see everyone, stuff like that. I'm doing great, Lazy. I'm doing great. I'm back, got a new phone. Things are going pretty good. Awesome. Tiny and Goldilocks got their merch out. Definitely check out Tiny and Goldilocks' merch. Yeah, as long as they eat, definitely. We have fish and our cats went fishing and ate them all. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Hold up. Yeah, see, I got to get used to this phone. I just accidentally almost hit the finish button. Oh, wow. Dang, Turbo. That's some expensive food for your cats. What's going on, M? Welcome. Glad to see you. A reptile rescue, that would be cool. Yeah, what I was actually doing, Turbo, because I don't have a pepper grinder or anything, I had a little piece of cardboard that my air stones had came in. The air stones, you just peel off the plastic part or whatever. I still had that cardboard backing. So what I do is, put out some of those Bug Bites on the counter, put the cardboard over it, and just take my palm and just crush it between there. That way it didn't tear up my palm, but it was actually kind of crushing it up pretty fine. And then it was fine when I had a bare bottom. The only problem with it now is that stuff sinks. And with the gravel, it's not big gravel. It's kind of small gravel, but the guppies won't kind of go in between the gravel and stuff. So what I did was I only put a very thin layer of the gravel to kind of help with that. It seems to be working pretty well. Just trying not to have that heavy hand with feeding, because let's be honest, a lot of what we enjoy to watch is the fish eating, At the same time, the woman tried to sell me smaller fish food. And I said, why does use a larger fish food and break it up into smaller pieces when He looked at me. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have certain fish, you can always, break up food a little bit smaller, especially if you have like a pepper grinder, like Turbo said. But yeah, I just used a little cardboard and kind of crushed it up some. Haylage. Yeah, weed out those bad people. uh, Soak the wafers for 2 minutes, then stick to the glass. That keeps them busy. Oh wow, I didn't even think of that, Turbo. Um, but yeah, I didn't like because I know plecos. Um, a lot of plecos that people have. They say put those wafers on the glass and stuff, and they love those. I don't really, I don't know, just my personal preference. I don't like the look of a pleco sticking to the side of the glass. I like the koi cats because they're just like regular catfish where they just stay on the bottom. Every once in a while, they'll shoot up to the top to get some air. I have an air stone in there and stuff, but I don't want to put. I just got a bigger pump for the air hoses to run both of my tanks. So now I have a 2800 cc pump for those air hoses instead of that. What was it, 50 cc? So I can actually run up to 6 lines on that one. And I only have 2 lines right now, so it's a good bit of air going through and circulating everything, breaking the top. But the thing is my koi cats still kind of shoot up to the top every once in a while. Yeah, definitely Tiny and Goldilocks just kind of took a break, and kind of enjoyed the detox from YouTube. Rebecca, welcome. Good to see you. Danny, good to see you as well. TJ in the house. What's going on, TJ? Hope everything is going well for you. Bergie Love, good to see everyone back. Moman, I appreciate that. A lot of people was asking, they're commenting, and when I go into a stream every once in a while, people are asking, what's going on and stuff. It was just kind of concentrating on things going on in real life. It's kind of hard to be on YouTube a lot and, have some stuff go on in real life, just like, financially, still looking for a job, stuff like that. It's just YouTube can take up all your time to where you don't get to the stuff that you really need to. I literally, because I haven't been on YouTube, I have been gone almost all day, every single day for the past week, just trying to get stuff done, and if you're on YouTube a lot, it's kind of hard to do that, go out and do the things that need to be done because you're trying to make some streams, you're trying to do a stream, stuff like that. So it was really good to kind of detox from it all, I'm probably behind on comments a little bit. Let me try to get to the bottom. Okay, all right, Big J. We will definitely catch you later. Yeah, definitely, Big J. Definitely. And whenever I do stream, it'll probably be all kinds of weird hours. So, before I try to stream morning and evening and, all kinds of crazy stuff. So, there's a lot to love about some plecos. Leopard frog and zebras are stunning. I have a gold spot and an albino bristlenose. Oh, cool. See, I haven't really looked into those too much. I just seen the peppered looking colored ones or whatever. I haven't really looked into the different strains of them, so I might have to look a little bit closer. I got to go back to the specialty shop tomorrow. But I wish that specialty shop, I know it's crazy to say, but I wish that specialty shop was open 24/7 because they're only open 10 to 4 on the weekends and 10 to 6 during the weekdays. And, we go to pick Miracle up at 11 and then we got to be home at 2:30 when Annalise gets off the bus. And it's just they're only open during those times when we kind of have to be around town. And it's the specialty store, the fish store is not that close to us. So, tattoo logo. Yeah. I kept on checking every day for a new notification from you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Rebecca. I just really was kind of, I was good about a week and a half ago, but I still had my old phone, and I just really wanted to find a way to get a new phone first. So I was able to get a new phone today, and I was streaming for 40 minutes, and my phone's only gone from 100% to 80%. So Yeah, 10 times better. And let me feel the back of my phone. See, it's not overheating like my other phone was. I haven't lost signal like I did with my other phone. So, with that said, hopefully I can get Streamlabs figured out. I can get the descriptions figured out. I need to get it figured out to where I can put my thumbnails up with this phone, streaming from this phone. The other phone, when I go to go live, it would say, okay, take your thumbnail picture, and then once it takes that picture or whatever, you can actually push the camera button and select a photo to use instead of using what picture it took. My phone doesn't offer that right now, so I don't know how to do that. And I don't have any pictures on my phone. I just have my one thumbnail that I downloaded real quick before I went live, and it didn't allow me to click on it. So I don't know what's going on. I have to figure it out. But I did want to get on here and go live for a little bit, say what's going on, say hey to everyone, see what's going on. Big Bear, welcome. Natty, glad to see you guys. A week and a half in YouTube land is like 2 years. Yeah, definitely. It's a long time, and it actually, time slowed down a little bit while I was off of YouTube, to where it seemed like I had more time to do stuff. So, got a lot of stuff done, and, this phone, should be, hopefully the video is better. It says that my last phone was only 2 megapixels front facing. This one's 5, and the regular camera on the phone is 16 megapixels for one camera and 2 megapixels for the other. It's a dual camera system thing. I don't know that much about it. I was just told that it's for like movement and stuff. Like it can capture movement, a little bit better because it's the dual camera action or whatever. I don't know. Miracle, are you being bad? Well, you can just send Annalise to a room. Let me switch this around. Let me go over here, and I'm going to see how this camera is with this phone. I'm going to switch it around on the tank, and I move it, and it says poor connection. Let me see here. Okay, hopefully we're back. As soon as I move it, it says poor connection, but let me switch this around, see if y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can see all the fry in there. That's around 40. And then this is the whole tank setup. Couple just, says poor connection again. I guess I shouldn't have moved the phone. See if it's... Alright, let me... Watch out. Get down. Let me put the phone back over here. Get down. Alright, let's see if we can get this connection back. It says poor connection. I'm not sure if it's buffering. I can still see the comments, but I guess moving my phone didn't like me moving the phone too much. Let's see here. Oh, Miracle. Welcome, Natty. Molly, welcome. Glad y'all are here. So yeah, that was a tank. I had to come back over here because it said that it was bad connection, but yeah, there's probably 9. I think there's still 9 female guppies in there. Two of them already had their babies. A third one that we thought was really pregnant was the biggest one. She's smaller now, but she never gave up any fry, so I'm not sure what was going on with her. No clue what was going on with her as far as her having the babies. Maybe she was, I don't know, maybe she was overbloated or something, and she was like that when I got her, and maybe when she got in my tank, she got rid of whatever she had. Maybe she had something going on with her stomach. I'm not sure. But yeah, I still have probably another 3 or 4 that are pregnant. And they're just not as far along. And then the ones that just had babies, those in 30 days will have more. And I don't have any males because once you breed them one time, then you're good for like a year. They'll keep on having broods, which is like each pregnancy you have a brood of like anywhere from 20 to 100 fry. So, one breeding with a male and you're good for like a year. They can keep getting pregnant off that one breeding session. So, I took the males back because I didn't need them, and been looking at doing some fancies, but I'm not sure. I need to get this other tank straight and get the fry in there. I mean, they're fine in the breeder net right now, but I kind of want to put them in their own 10-gallon tank just to let them grow out, so I don't have to worry about switching them or moving them. I can just take the fry straight from the female tank, put them over in the other 10-gallon, the main 10-gallon, and call it good. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, then read a book. Okay, then read a book. Go read. Go read. Yeah, she was halfway reading a book and halfway singing. She's been crazy. She has her moods every day when we pick her up from school. She's been in one of her moods because when we pick her up from school, we've had a lot of errands and running around to do, stuff like that. So we haven't been going home right after we pick her up. So we pretty much, from the time we pick her up, we're gone until we come home, get Annalise off the bus at 2:40, and then we'll leave again and be gone till 6, 7 o'clock at night. So been very busy, and Miracle doesn't like all that riding around and going in and out of stores, stuff like that. So, yeah, she's definitely tired after school, and the thing is like she won't go to sleep. So we'll give her like a little snack or something to kind of calm her down because she only goes half a day, so she doesn't eat lunch there. So we'll give her a snack or something, but she will not take a nap or anything until at least 1, 2 o'clock. Whether we're riding around, whether at home, it has to be close to 1, 2 o'clock before she'll take a nap. So, she's just kind of cranky until that time. And then, especially if Elise has to go to her appointments or something or go somewhere, and it's just Miracle and me here, and I'm holding her, then she'll go to sleep. If I hold her, she'll take a nap. She'll move around and be a little restless for a little bit, but, she definitely will take a nap if it's just me here. If everyone's here, it's a little different. Don't show them your foot. Don't show them your foot. Book. They can't see you, but you gonna read them a book? What? Read a book? Here, I'll turn the pages. You read them a book? Okay, read it. Yeah, fishies. Monkey, that's Curious George. Now, what's that? Huh? It's a helicopter. Helicopter. Okay. What's that? You know what that is? It row, row, row. It's your boat. You gotta say boat, not just row, row, row. Say boat. It's a boat, not row, row your boat. It's a regular boat. Hazel, what's going on? Welcome. Glad to see you here. Sometimes I think recently with YouTube, it's been happening to me too. When you type something in, it'll just either disappear or it'll say that it's you sent too many messages or something along those lines. I'm not sure. YouTube's being weird with that. Hold on, next page. Next page. No, what's that? Oh no, there's nothing really there. What about that? The submarine. Submarine. That's the bottom of the boat. Now what's that? It's still a submarine. Now what's this? What is it? What is it? You know what it is. What is it? A turtle? Yeah, a turtle. And who's that? Monkey is Curious George. George. What is that? Okay. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's a fishy. And Curious George and a turtle. There's a helicopter. And the end. There you go. All right. I think that's a thank you, Rebecca. But yeah, glad to see everyone here today. Glad a lot of people were able to stop in. I pretty much stayed around like the same sub count or whatever, but my views were still going up as far as my view time. So, I appreciate all of the support even while I was taking a break and everything. People still watching some of my old videos, stuff like that. And nope. Don't touch that, okay? Here. Go get that book. Go read it. Especially with everything that was happening back before I took a break and everything. It was the perfect time for me to kind of step back. A lot of stuff changed, a lot of things went on. But I think that the best way to kind of deal with a lot of it is to kind of separate yourself from it, because the more you kind of feed into it, worry about it, try to keep up with what's being said, stuff like that, it kind of just keeps you in that mood, kind of keeps you involved in it. Whereas if you just kind of let it settle down, it's kind of like high school, you might be the talk of the town till the next thing happens, and then everyone forgets about that. They move on to the next big thing. There's a lot of people that have been through it, especially with YouTube. So, I wasn't too worried about it. Figured it was the best time to kind of, enjoy being away from it all. And glad to see that, no, put that back, Miracle. Put that back. Miracle, no. You don't touch the fish stuff. Go put it back.
Why did your dryer say like 29 minutes?
I don't know. Yours said 20 minutes the other day. And then it said 2 minutes. You don't touch that, Miracle. No. Grandma's not on there. That's not Grandma. All right, Rebecca. Appreciate you coming by. You need to go over there, okay? And stop being bad and stop getting into stuff, okay? Okay, can you go in the living room? All right. Oh, yeah, for sure, Bergie Love, for sure. It was definitely good seeing everyone again. I'm thinking maybe every other day I might stream. Might drop some videos on new policies, new stuff going on. I got to figure this phone out, this phone thing. I don't know what's going on, especially with the thumbnail and stuff. So hopefully I can get that figured out. And I appreciate that all the work that my mods were doing before I went on break. Really appreciate all that. Want to say thank you to all my mods. They put in a lot of hard work right there before I had went on break. And I do appreciate that a lot. Glad to see that we didn't have any issues today. I guess people kind of gave up on trying to wait for me to come back to, be high schoolers. So I appreciate all the support from everyone. It was good seeing everyone again. And hopefully we can get back onto like certain topics and start talking about stuff like that. Start doing positive chats and everything again. And I am thinking about maybe doing a separate channel for the fish, kind of keeping up with all that, and maybe kind of separate it a little bit. Not sure. I know some of the bigger YouTubers and stuff, they'll have two channels and kind of separate like their vlogs from their explorations, stuff like that. No, Miracle, no, get down. Don't stand on the arm part of the rocking chair. Yeah, you're gonna fall. So I'm not sure, if you guys have an opinion, whether you like when people keep it all on one channel, or whether you like people splitting it up. Go see mommy. I don't need them. Go see mommy. It's kind of up to you guys as viewers, what you guys like to see. That way, if you like just the positivity part, you can just, go to one channel. If you want to hear about the fish stuff, you go to another channel. Or if you like it all combined, I'm not really sure what you guys enjoy. So still kind of debating on it. I have another channel that I could start up as the fish channel. Not even sure what to use as far as the name of it. Are you being bad? No. No. Yeah, definitely, Tina. Good to see everyone as well. So yeah, you guys, if you want to leave a comment or whatever after the video's over, let me know if I should keep it all on one channel or do separate channel for the fish stuff. It's been about a month and a half since I've been doing the fish stuff, but I've been full-blown into it, basically going hardcore, learning as much as I could, as quick as I could, still learning, still making mistakes, and another thing, I'm not sure if Turbo is still here. But I actually went to I think it was PetSmart or whatever, and they had a 50% off sale. So I was able to get a 10-gallon tank with a hood with the feeding door on it, the LED light that's attached to the hood, the thermometer, a net, water testing kit, a heater, which a heater alone is usually $20 to $30, extra filters, and an actual filtration system, plus the 10-gallon tank itself, all for, I think it was $30. Normally it's like $60, $65, something like that. It was half off, and it came with everything you possibly need. And like I said, the thermometer itself usually is getting upward close to $30. So you get a whole set, didn't really have to buy anything extra to start the second tank out. It cycled pretty quickly because I'd learned from my mistakes with the first tank. So, they still have that deal going on if there are any other aquatic people in here. I think it's PetSmart, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it's PetSmart. And they're just on all Top Fin stuff. They have pretty much a 50% off all Top Fin products. So everything I got was Top Fin, but it doesn't really matter. The tank to me looks a little bit nicer than the original one I had because it's all black edges with the black caulking instead of just the glass. Now the glass is a little bit thinner than the other glass on my other one, but not too much to be able to notice it. And I just have guppies in there. It's not like I have to worry about the big fish, cracking the tanks and stuff like that. But if you are in the aquatics and stuff, and no, I should have asked PetSmart, be like, sponsor me and blah, blah, blah. But, Top Fin, I guess they have all their stuff half off, or they're giving it to them cheaper. So, I was able to get a lot of stuff, all in one kit. So if you do want to start it up, that's a good way to go. Or if you want to add on to your current setups with another 10-gallon, they do have like the 29 gallons, the 50-something gallon, 55 gallons, I think. All those, they're all 50% off. So, $200 tank you can get for under $100. So if you want to add to it, definitely keep that in mind. I also will be putting something else that I will basically be a sponsor type ordeal going on to where you guys can get onto an auction site and save some money. Basically, when you sign up through the link that I'm going to be putting up probably tomorrow or the next day whenever I stream next, if you sign up through the link, you can actually get $5 off your first auction win or whatever it is for online. Kind of like eBay, but a little bit better. You don't pay, like you pay for the bids, but you don't have to actually pay for them unless you win that auction. So you're not sitting here paying for, 100 bids for like $100 and then you bid on a bunch of stuff, never win anything, and you just wasted $100. This site is a little bit different. I've kind of enjoyed it, so I'm going to be putting that up on the next stream. And it also give you like $5 off your first purchase or whatever. And I can explain to you guys how you do the exact same thing, and kind of spread the word about that. So be looking forward to that. Hopefully, let's see, today's Thursday. It'll probably be Saturday. I might stream Saturday afternoon. With that being said, we're right at an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. I'm going to watch back a little bit of this to see the resolution, see how everything looked. Except for me moving the phone, everything seemed to be good. For some reason, when I moved the phone, it said bad connection, but I'm not even sure if it was buffering. So I'll go back and look at that just kind of out of curiosity. And hopefully next time I stream. What's going on, Stephanie? Welcome. Glad to see you. Just about to get off of here. Good to see everyone back. Or good to see everyone now that I'm back. And hopefully I'll be able to stop into a few streams and hopefully stream myself every other day, something like that, and drop some videos. So look forward to that. And on that note, I will catch everyone later, and everyone have an awesome evening.